everyone comes to Bangladesh for low cost. So we are known for low cost production. How can we shift the gear from low cost production to high value production? So what are the things we should do to change the gear, and how China can help us in that?
Okay, so as you can see, like nowadays, everything developing very fast, and whatever like Bangladesh is experiencing, China already did before. And nowadays, China economy is changing to like the automation driven and AI driven, like innovative driven.
Right.
So before, China is also like a follower. So whenever like any new technology or new innovation, China is trying to follow and make it affordable, make it practical. But now China is also started the innovation. So in such kind of circumstances, and to that for Bangladesh, this industry, how to upgrade. And I think because we have some shortcut, is that we should try to utilize some existing experience from China. Not all, but some of them, and to meet the local demand, and also like our local culture and everything will be very fit. And on the other hand, as I have already mentioned, especially from the academia exchange, we have to also enhance a lot. Yeah, because that nowadays worldwide because last month I've been to a couple of textile universities in China, and I also encouraged them trying to do some joint research with Bangladesh, and already that with BGMEA University of Fashion Technology, we're going to start a joint laboratory as well. So actually that all these kind of innovative practices. So we are going to launch it in a very quick way, and trying to help the industry here to upgrade. And of course, Bangladesh, this nation, is a quick learner. There were a lot of smart people here. Actually, that I remember when I attended my convocation in January in North-South University, I was surprised that many of the talents, they can get 3.99 or 4 out of 4 CGPA. Yeah. So a lot of talents here. So it's a quick learner. Yeah, Bangladesh is a quick learner. And also, not only China. And here you see our management in the factories. We have some Sri Lanka, we have some Indians, and multiple nations, of course, some Chinese. So, and South Korea, Hong Kong, so we are able to generate all the strengths from each other to upgrade the country's industry. I'm very confident on it.
Yeah, okay, excellent. So taking a bit of cue from there, Kamal bhai, সেটা হচ্ছে ও একটা জিনিস বলতেছে, China is seriously adapting new technology. এটার মধ্যে he talked about AI, he talked about other innovations, man-made fiber, অনেক কিছু বললো। এখন বাংলাদেশের পার্সপেক্টিভে, if we replicate that model in Bangladesh, the biggest challenge we will face from policy makers, সেটা হচ্ছে ওরা বলবে এত আনএমপ্লয়মেন্ট হয়ে গেলে, এমনি আমাদের আনএমপ্লয়মেন্ট এত, আপনি এইসব অ্যাডাপ্ট করে আরও আনএমপ্লয়মেন্ট বাড়ায় দিবেন। অ্যান্ড অন্যদিকে হচ্ছে আপনি যদি অ্যাডাপ্ট না করেন, you lose competitiveness.
Right.
So how are you going to trade off this situation, taking that cue from Mike?
Thank you very much, Mahtab. This is a nice question. This is really a dilemma for Bangladesh, but again, we have to be really put things in our real perspective. We cannot just dream and be what China is today, because just yesterday or day before yesterday, German Chancellor March visited China, and then before leaving he said, I have a new impression of China. So they're really innovating, they're really researching and innovating, and they're leader in technology today. To go there, we need time, we need to prepare our people, we need to prepare our industry, we need to prepare our society as a whole. So we need to invest a lot. But yes, we can replicate that, start growing slowly. And again, as my friend Mike said, that adaptation is literally not, I just give an example that today China has 6G telecom. Maybe it took them 5 years to develop, but we can buy it from them tomorrow and we can have the same 6G in our country.
কামাল ভাই এখানে আমার রিস্ক ফ্যাক্টরটা কোথায় মনে হয়
Right.
সে ফর এক্সাম্পল
The unemployment.
আমরা আসতে আগালাম
Right.
টু ক্রেডিট অফ
Right.
অন্য একটা দেশ লাইক ভিয়েতনাম অথবা কম্বোডিয়া ইমিডিয়েটলি অ্যাডাপ্ট দোজ টেকনোলজিস
No, I'm not saying that we will move in a so slow pace.
ক্লায়েন্টের জন্য অডিয়েন্সের
Yeah.
ক্লায়েন্টের জন্য
I'm not
আমরা
saying
কিন্তু
that.
টেকনোলজিকে না আপনি বলছেন আমি বলছি যে আমি যেটা অডিয়েন্সের ক্লায়েন্টে আনতে চাই not accepting this new technology, I don't think we have an option.
Yeah. There is no option.
We have to find alternative solutions to employment.
Right.
But এটা যদি আমি করতে যাই, compromise করতে গেলে কিন্তু we'll put this industry at risk.
Right.
And someone else will take away that.
Actually, it is not.
Okay.
Why it is not? Because what AI or the robotics or automation, what they do is they improve the efficiency.
Absolutely.
So when you are efficient, why China is today the global manufacturing hub? Because they have basically, made their manufacturing so efficient that nobody can beat them with the price and the volume. So we also need to adapt the technology in our industry. So that will give us the edge to be more pricey, more competitive, and then we will have more and more business. That will not really reduce, the employment. That will generate employment. The people will also learn to use the new technology. We will also need people to do those, and that will add value.
Absolutely. Eventually it will add
And
value.
he said that. You had asked me one question that for LDC migration, what we need. For LDC migration, we will also need to migrate from the basic products to
high value
products. For that, we will need that technology.
Absolutely.